A lot of narcissists and toxic people punish you for loving them. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissists Code. I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also help validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of said disorder, said toxic people, said toxic traits, and it's helped me become your favorite self-aware narcissist. But yeah, y'all, that's why I tell people all the time. Why does it hurt to love a narcissist? Why do they treat me so badly? Why can't they just be better? Why don't they just change who they are? Why don't they just be nice? Y'all, in the mind of a narcissistic person, they don't think, and I can include myself in this one, we don't think that we are deserving of love from anybody. Because in a lot of cases growing up, our love wasn't validated. Our existences were not validated by the people that we wanted to validate them. Like if we wanted somebody to, if we wanted one of our parents to validate our existence, it didn't happen. If we needed love, attention, affection from a narcissist, from a parent or a parental figure when we were growing up and we didn't get it, it caused us to become who we are right now. You see what I'm saying? And the fact that you love me, if I don't think I'm deserving of love, right? If I do not think that I'm deserving of love and you choose to love me, then you get punished. You get punished for it, because how dare you love me? Nobody else did. I don't trust you. Even though I might care about you in the beginning, eventually it gets to that point where I no longer trust you. And then if I don't trust you, I can't be around. I might want to keep you around, but I just don't trust you, so I keep you at arm's length. You see what I'm saying? This is how I describe it to people. Narcissistic people push you away. They tend to push you away, but they grab you around the collar while they're doing it. So they keep you at arm's length, but it's like they got you around the collar, so you can't get close to them. You can only get as close to them as they allow you to. And then you get punished over and over and over. Why do I get punished? So Lee, why do we get punished? Like, sometimes sometimes you just choose to love the wrong person. And it happens like that quite a few times, y'all, just throughout life. Like the wrong person pops up into your life. You think they're the right person. They present themselves under the guise of the right person in your life. Like, I am the person that you want. I am the person that you need. I'm the person that you've been praying for. So when I pop up into your life, it's like, okay, I'm here right now for you. You want me. You need me. Like I said, I'm here right now for you. But like everybody knows, I think most people understand that when you meet a narcissistic person, typically they're not presenting them who they really are. Typically they're presenting who they need to be to get you to fall for them. Because this is why a lot of people mask in the very beginning. A lot of narcissistic people mask in the very beginning and don't show you who they really are, because they don't think the real version of themselves is worthy of love, is deserving of love. So how could you love the real version of me? So I need to create a better version of me. I need to create a better version of who I am to get you to fall in love with me, because I don't think I've been shown. Look, it's been proven to me throughout my life that the regular version of myself, who I really am, is not deserving of love, right? So I have to become somebody else to get you to love me. So I'm angry. Why can't I be myself? It's frustrating inside. It's frustrating inside of me that I cannot be myself in this space. I can't get people to love me for me. At least that's what I've told myself over the duration of my childhood. I can't get people to love me for me. So I'm angry as hell at that, y'all. I'm angry at the fact that no one will ever love me for me. And that's frustrating as hell to narcissistic, toxic people. And that's not me trying to get you to feel sorry for them. Don't do that. I feel sorry for them. Lee made me feel sorry for them, and I went back. No. If you're looking y'all, if you're looking for a sign to go back to your toxic ex, this ain't it. This is not the sign you're looking for. These are not the drawers you're looking for. You see what I'm saying? This is not the sign you're looking for. That's why I had to repeatedly tell people, like, that narcissistic person in your life, because they feel like, and we get angry, because we feel like we have to become somebody else. We get angry. I get angry because I have to be someone else to get love. Or this is what I've convinced myself based on the perceived facts of my life. You notice I said perceived facts, because perception is everything when you're growing up. Because two people going through the exact same situation could perceive it differently. One person could perceive the situation as traumatic. The other person could receive the situation as something to grow from. You see what I'm saying? My brother, I have a twin brother. He's not a narcissist. We went through very, very similar situations growing up. Yes, I have a twin brother. He's not a narcissist. We went through very similar situations growing up. But what I perceived as trauma and neglect, he didn't perceive it that way. You know what I'm saying? So when we're growing up, the perception of the facts of our life that we convince ourselves that we're not deserving of love in our true original form. And I get angry at that, y'all. I get angry at the fact that I don't think people can love me for me. And guess what? You fall in love with it. And you look, here's gonna sound weird right here, y'all. You prove it right when you fall for me. When you fall for that narcissistic person, it's this weird confirmation bias that goes on inside of our heads where you prove us right because you fall in love with the false version of us. You fall in love with the version of ourselves that we present towards you. You fall in love with the version of ourselves that we can never really actually live up to be. And now we're angry because you proved us right. I'm mad as hell at you now because you proved me right. Now you're gonna get punished for loving me, the false version of me, because I don't think the real version of me is deserving of love. You see how it all came together? Oof. I don't think the real version of me is deserving of love. And guess what? You just proved me right by loving me, loving the false version. So now I'm angry. Now I'm resentful for you because you proved me right. I know people go, hey, believe, is all this going on in the mind of a narcissist? This is subconscious thoughts. These are subconscious thoughts and actions. I just have the ability, because I've been in therapy for 6 years, to actually verbalize my thought process, to actually sit and look internally, meditate, and understand why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. So I'm sitting right here, I'm punishing you for loving me because you love the false version of me. And guess what happens? Here's another weird confirmation bias. When that narcissistic person takes their mask off and starts treating you differently, when they become who they really are in a relationship and they start treating you differently, you don't like that. You don't like it. You don't like it, do you? When they start treating you differently in a relationship. So guess what happens? You ask them to go back to the beginning. You ask them to go back to the beginning of the relationship. Hey, can we go back to how things used to be? So guess what you're telling me right now? You confirming that I'm not good enough in my natural state. You want me to go back to the fake version of me. So here it comes again, y'all. You see how it all came together? Because now you want to go back to the beginning. The beginning wasn't the real me. So now you want the fake version of me. You want the masked version of me. So that narcissistic person might get angrier if you ask them to start over. If you ask them to take it back to the beginning, they might get angry because now you're telling me that I'm not good enough again. Weird confirmation bias. Now you're telling me again that I'm not good enough for you. You want the old fake version of me that you fell in love with. That you want the character that I created that you fell in love with. So again, you're telling me that I'm not good enough. You're telling me that you don't want the real version of me. You're telling me that I'm not good enough. The person sitting in front of you right now is not good enough for you. So much so that you want the old false version of me back. So you see when you use words or phrases like, can we go back to the beginning? Can we start over? They get angry. But a narcissistic person is different, y'all. They, like I said, just because they get angry at you doesn't mean they're going to fully get rid of you. They might emotionally discard you, but they will probably physically keep you around. That happens a lot right there, y'all. Where they will emotionally discard you, get rid of you, but they will physically keep you around. They'll physically keep you here and things like that because they don't want to. Some narcissists don't want to be by themselves, and some of them might actually deep down think that they care about you. That's another weird caveat right there. That they deep down they might actually believe that they care about you, or they can't. They don't have the level of thinking that I do. Which most narcissists don't, y'all. You get false narcissistic people who pretend to have the level of thing that I do, the level of, for lack of a better word, the level of introspection I'm able to perceive within myself because I've been working on myself for so long. But you do this weird confirmation bias, and y'all, this video is not meant for y'all to go tell the narcissist you'll accept them for who they really are right now. I'm trying my hardest to not get y'all to stay in the toxic relationship because that's not what I want. I don't want you to stay inside of a toxic ass relationship because you saw a video from Lee Hammock that said, well, I told them I want to go back to the beginning. I miss how they used to treat me and it's my fault. It's not your fault, y'all. It's not your fault. The narcissistic person should have presented themselves as who they really are in the beginning. That's something that they need to work on. Not you. You see what I'm saying? There's something that narcissistic person needs to work on, not you. It is not your responsibility to fix, quote unquote, fix this person. It's not your responsibility to have this person go to therapy. It's not your responsibility to have this person do this and do that. It's not your responsibility. You're a human being. And I know what people, I get so many people that hear these answers that I give, and you try to find a biblical verse to justify you staying in a toxic relationship, or you hear a sermon that's just like, I just got to push through. Y'all, sometimes people in the Bible left relationships all the time. The people in the Bible did horrible things, and God still blessed them. God hates divorce. Y'all, God hates it. In the Bible, God hates a lot of stuff, but some of the stuff that people were doing, he forgave them for. You know what I'm saying? Look at your boy Saul. Look at Saul. Go look at Saul. And Moses. Moses. In the beginning. Moses. Y'all, go look at Moses. Moses threw somebody in the bushes. But yeah. Don't let that, like I said, this is not the video for you to just be like, you know what? I need to go back to the toxicity. No. I want to stay with them. No. This, if you're looking for a sign, this ain't it. I'm just explaining why they punish you, because they don't feel, the narcissistic person will never ever feel good enough, y'all. And that might suck for you to hear, but it's the truth. That narcissist that you're dealing with will probably feel like they'll never be good enough for anything. And I know y'all be like, well, Lee, that makes me feel sad, y'all. Y'all got these emotions, boy. These emotions, they be getting y'all caught up. Anyways, y'all, let me hop off this thing. I truly appreciate every single one of y'all. Like and subscribe for more. And of course, mental illness is out. Peace.